2. You wanna beef with the king, what is you gon' do? When you show up on the scene with a 2 drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2. If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad for a sucker to test. Pimp, my too large and we way too fresh. Work well with check the lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. We'll be standing in your front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Yo. Yeah, what?
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start. And off we go from the link. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing to begin. It's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Barkley. And a nice run.
Oh, we couldn't stop that shit.
It'll bring up 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Got a man left side. It's caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Here's the first carry for the man from Kentucky, Ray Davis. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Damn.
He'll be hit as he throws this time.
First bucket.
Incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, it's Allen. He gets this complete.
Should have stayed right there.
13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Bills first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll go play action here with Allen.
Boom.
That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They go play action now. Here's Allen.
Boom.
He's got that complete to Knox. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21. First down, Buffalo. Allen working from the pistol. But he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Darius Slay. He works free, right side. Still going.
Okay.
And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side is
My player was right there.
early on.
Supposed to throw
Yeah,
it
you
to him.
just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow.
I get
up
ball
with a
back
big
at half
six.
anyway.
You find
Gotta
yourself
score.
in a big hole here early. Do they have enough
Then I get
to
ball
take
back
the
to
lead?
half.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Looking downfield for Coleman. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good...
Yeah.
Defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's taken in, Keon Coleman.
Yeah.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better field for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
On first down, it's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
He'll find his running back, Cook.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. To throw again, it's Allen. He's got the hook up there to Cooper. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
One more time going up top with Allen. The back of the end zone. He's got it. Keon Coleman.
Squeezed it in there.
Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills are on the board. It's now 14-7. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. Now, on the return,
give me that.
he's lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. To the goal line and in. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator,
I'm locked in now. We got a game.
Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Off the play fake, Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he will go all the way. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Elliott, good on the extra point. much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
No, he's going 3-man deep.
Now Allen. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them.
Nope.
Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw him a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts.
Give me that. I do this shit.
And intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard.
Let's go.
And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
I get ball back
to
at half,
really
too.
Nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in South Philly, and the Eagles are on top. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, for the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Looking downfield for Coleman.
Let's go.
And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Pass's kick is good. And the Bills extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here's Gainwell to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. On 1st down, it's Hurts. The
Got him.
Gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
It's 1st down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway.
Oh, we got him.
And he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line.
I've been in enough locker rooms in my day, Mike, and pretty much all of the messages are the same. We want to start the second half fast. We want to take the fight to our opponent. Well, snapping the ball inside your own 5-yard line after that
that's me.
I promise you, was not...
Give me that.
It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
You know, Mike, anytime you decide you're going to air it out, backed up on your own goal line, the defense understands the risk. They understand the quarterback wants to get that ball out of his hand fast. They're going to take some chances.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it just past their 25.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick
retro
inside your own red zone.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. The pressure there got to him. He's fancy through it, and that pass falls incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Play double A. Play triple A. What you mean, retro?
Hurts will work.
What you mean, play triple A?
Throw on the run is complete. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem. And plays like that
title game.
Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there. And that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Open receiver is Dotson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Barkley. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Hurts. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Here's Barkley. Oh, making defenders look silly out there on his way into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Nice try. For sure.
Here, this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Allen to throw. He's going to air this one out looking for Cooper.
Let's go.
And he'll take it on in. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's
with 1 second on the clock. What if that was the last play of the game?
are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Allen leading the Bills to the line for this 2-point try. He'll look to throw. This is hot. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. So, no. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here's Gainwell to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make a stop
That at
at
your
the
hand.
line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up. On play action, here's Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith.
I was right there.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A pickup of 21 on that connection. Good for an Eagles 1st down. Hurts will try it again. That is caught at the 3. And he's in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
They're going 3-man deep.
Now Allen. Now he'll run.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll run with Gilliam. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. The Philly faithful making some noise on their feet before 3rd down. They'll drop to throw.
1st down.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Play action. It's Allen. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Gonna send it downfield toward Knox.
He dropped it.
Incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. Now
he dropped it.
They'll go play action here with Allen. Again, working deep downfield. Big return at the end. He's going to get out of bounds close to midfield.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts.
Let's go. Let's go.
And that is incomplete.
What's up, Lexi?
Devontae
Hi,
Smith,
Lexi.
the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead.
We'll let that go back.
And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Allen. That is downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver?
Ah, he threw it off his foot. He threw it off his foot, bruh.
And with time not on their side, they're trying to push the ball.
GG's, bro.
Some sort of chunk play by throwing the ball over the top of the defense. It's going to end up being a little bit too predictable. The defense is able to take the ball away, and barring something crazy happening, puts them in a prime position to close this one out.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
He threw it off his foot.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Hurts. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent.
Let me call. Wait. Oh, they probably already left. Trying to see what I'm gonna get. I'm trying to pick somebody that I ain't really picked before. 82. The offense?
A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. We're underway in Atlanta. Washington now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Mostert. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Tua out of the pistol. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the... He's got it deep downfield. There it is, touchdown Miami. The Dolphins take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Sanders all set to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Jordan Poyer up from the secondary to make that stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Now it's a bootleg for him. Bails out of the pocket quick. Got a man. It's Drake London. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. A toss now to Robinson. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Play action. Here's Penix. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Robinson crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons finish off their opening drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Washington now to return. His return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Tua escapes out to the left. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Taken in by Smith. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 1st down, here's Tua. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Tua off the play fake. one's caught along the left sideline. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he... Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Opening carry for Devon Achane. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Tagovailoa. He's fine Smith. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback trying power for it. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Only 1 yard, but when all you need is an inch or two, Brock, that'll still move the chains.
You run that sneak there because you know you can rely. Trust with a capital T on the big fellas to do just enough. Get just enough push in the middle so that QB can fall forward. And as we just saw, it's really hard to stop.
Tagovailoa on 1st down. He's on the move. It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. It's the Dolphins with 10 to go still on 2nd down. Throwing again. Here's Tua. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Finds London on the slant. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Falcons will have a 1st. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They go play action. Here's Penix. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A very productive play from the rookie QB out of Washington. That gets them a 1st down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the 1st. On 1st down, here's Penix. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. And again, it's Penix. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Dolphins are stopped a little beyond the 10-yard line on the return.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa. Escapes the pocket. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. And now it's second down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Second down and 10, Tagovailoa. He puts everything behind this one. Wanted Hill, but it's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
He's got it inside the 25. And he'll be touchdown after a big play. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Brings in the kick at the 9. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They're out and set. First and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he gets him around 6 there. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on third down.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
Third down give to Robinson. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You love a huddle. Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They've got a man in motion. Penix on first down. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Falcons will have a first. They're set up at the 35 now. Motioning left is their running back. Caught, nice gain left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Going jumbo set on this first and goal. From the red zone now. cut near the goal line. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Robinson. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Falcons take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you. And we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. D. Eskridge to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Tua out of the pistol. He gets a lock behind one, deep downfield. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Tagovailoa trying to get here on 2nd down. He's loaded another one up. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons will get possession up towards midfield as they take the interception up beyond the 40. Well, no doubt they envision that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Just a gain of 1, and that... Here he goes on the bootleg. Flushed out of the pocket. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he gets this up into enemy territory on a decent gain. 6 yards on the run. That sets up 4th and 3.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
They'll run for this. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs. 1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. They go play action with Tagovailoa.
I should have known he was going to do that.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Just wait.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. The tight end going in motion right.
I'm doing good.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Got him.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut my losses.
Oh, my God.
Negative play.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge
That was a
gain
pick right
and a
there.
first down. A give left side. Here's Robinson.
Why he just sitting
And he'll
there?
pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Here's a counter give to Robinson.
The screen just got recommended. Hope you have a nice day. For sure.
2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. It's a Bijan Robinson
No,
touchdown. His 3rd
looking
of
at
the game
a
on
chat
the
that I was
ground.
reading the chat.
So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts him up here 2 scores.
What a complete
Yeah, I'm on
performance
YouTube.
overall. The clock where it is and where it
On
stands
YouTube.
right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. Eskridge on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT.
He got bumped.
Try and push it deep downfield.
He get no PI.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on. Not giving up the big
Paris
plays,
McAllister.
especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense
That's
again.
my YouTube.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Second and 10 now. A bit of desperation on this deep. That's complete inside the 35. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Tagovailoa on 1st down. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Hamilton.
GG's, bro.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
He lofts it deep, right sideline. That's grabbed inside the 30.
How he burned him like
One of the
that?
game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Man in motion here. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Rolling out to his left.
Give me that.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins are going to set up just beyond the 10-yard line. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
First down, here's Tua. Flush down out to his left. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Looking for the back that time. So it'll be second down.
You know, it looked like things fell apart a little bit as he left the pocket, just not on the same page with his targets as they adjusted their routes. And that's really what led to the incompletion.
Blitz coming, Tua. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. And the Falcons are all over the kick. That should just about wrap things up here. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running left is Robinson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
GG, bro.
Into the end